right, Middle-Aged White Guy Reacts back again today with another video for you, kind of. All right, we tried to do this reaction a couple of days ago. Had some camera issues. It kind of took crap on me midway through the reaction, and I lost it. So I am re-reacting, kind of. All right, so I had only heard about the first half of this song before I noticed the issue with my camera. I stopped the song right away. So I think I have like the last verse, maybe last verse and a half. To actually react to, so that'll be new to me. I'm going to have to re-record some sections that I already reacted to, so those won't be new to me. And I'll kind of tell you what parts are which. I'm going to add some footage from the failed reaction into this, so this will be some sort of hodgepodge of a reaction. So without further ado, I know everybody's been waiting for this, and I teased you a couple of days ago with my failed reaction attempt. So here we are. Let's do it. This is Samson, and this is a quick word. Let's go.
Every night before I go to sleep,
this is part I've already heard. All right, I already reacted to this, and I'll show you that reaction.
He guides my way and gets me through the mud. As a mortal man, I put my life in your hands, because I know you'll do everything to steer me straight. And because of that, a lot of people tell me that I'm wrong, and they act like they're right, but it's clear they ain't. They smear your name, but I fear your reign. Some folks don't know how much you sacrifice, and when judgment day comes, they're gonna be sorry, because they're all gonna have to pay a massive price. But I won't, because I live for you, no matter how many.
This part still gets me.
Every breath I take and every step I make is in your name, that'll never change. Dear Fauci, Easter's coming up.
All right, so, you know, originally, when I'm hearing this, you know, I'm like, wow, you know, he's really getting deep. I didn't know that, you know, that religion was important to him, because he's never really mixed that in with his lyrics. So it was like a whole new side of him, and I was interested to see where it was going. And then he hits me with the Dear Fauci, and I lose it. So here's that reaction.
Mortal man, I put my life in your hands, because I know you'll do everything to steer me straight. And because of that, a lot of people tell me that I'm wrong, and they act like they're right, but it's clear they ain't. They smear your name, but I fear your reign. Some folks don't know how much you sacrifice, and when judgment day comes, they're gonna be sorry, because they're all gonna have to pay a massive price. But I won't, because I live for you, no matter how many of my peers doubt me. Every breath I take and every step I make is in your name, that'll never change. Dear Fauci.
Oh no, he did not. Oh my God. Oh my God. I was about to say, man, like, he's getting deep, he's getting philosophical, you know, he's talking, you know, about, you know, obviously atheists and how they view him and his view on religion, and then he hits me with Dear Fauci. Oh my God. Oh, holy shit. Okay, I don't even know if I can go on. I don't even know if I can keep going. All right, so I'm not gonna lie, he had me really reeled in there. It took me a while to recover from that. I finally did. It took me hours, all right, to stop chuckling about that. Like I said, he had me reeled in. He had me on the line. He was working me into the shore, and the bastard netted me. I mean, he got me. I thought it was strictly, he was going to go down that road. I thought for sure he was going down this road about, you know, about religion, how people view his views on religion, and how atheists kind of mock religious people, all that stuff. And we get a Dear Fauci. We get a Dear freaking Fauci. Hysterical. Absolutely hysterical. Let's keep going, though. Let's see what else this man has in store for us. No? Yeah. Come on.
Easter's coming up. Do you think that I could spend it with my loved ones? Maybe open up the window, let the wind blow. Maybe circulate the air, mix it up some. No, I'm just kidding too. It's just a little joke. I would never disapprove. I
love how he says this. I love how he says the look on his face, the tone of voice. It just reminds me of, like, when you're about to ask something and you know the answer is no, okay? You throw it out there just on the off chance that, hey, they might agree with you and say it's okay this time. But as soon as you throw it out, you see the look on their face, you notice their body language and the tone of voice when they start talking, and you immediately backpedal like, no, I was just kidding. No, that's ridiculous. I would never. You know, the way he looks and how he sounds when he's saying that, it reminds me of Rocky Balboa for some reason. All right. I don't know why. It's the lips, maybe. It just reminds me of Rocky Balboa right here.
Air, mix it up some. No, I was kidding too. It's just a little joke. I would never disapprove. I already put the chair 6 feet apart and cut a little hole in my mask big enough to get my spoon through. Yep.
Cut a little hole in my mask big enough to get my spoon through. That defeats the purpose of masks, Samson. Okay, if you have a hole in your mask, then the droplets are going in and out, man. You're not stopping the droplets. That's what we need to worry about is the droplets, dude. It's the droplets. It's always been about the droplets. Let's go, Samson. I want you to put the spoon in your mouth without a hole in the mask, and you just chew and suck on the food, and then you'll absorb the nutrients through the mask particles. And that's all you need. You don't actually need to swallow it. Just absorb the vitamins. Let's go, Samson.
Disapprove. I already put the chair 6 feet apart and cut a little hole in my mask big enough to get my spoon through. Yup. Yes, my lord. Vaccine cards are gonna get checked at the door. I don't care if my brother, my father.
Hey, he's going to check vaccine cards at the door. So it's Easter, right? That's what he said, Easter. So yeah, so for Easter, we definitely need to be checking vaccine statuses at the door. Make sure everybody's up on like their 10th boosters, okay? Because we can't even risk this. This is like serious, guys. So I want vaccine cards checked. PCR tests should be administered no matter vaccine status or not. Triple masks for sure at any holiday gathering. Triple the masks. And you know what? Just to be safe, I would double that distance, man. 6 feet is good, but if 6 feet is good, 12 feet's better, right? Absolutely. 12 feet is definitely better. All right, let's keep going.
I don't care if my brother, my father, my mother doesn't have it. If they don't, they can go next door. They're not welcome at my table. I don't care if you've already had.
And you know, why should they be? Why should they be, Samson? All right, if they're not going to follow every single rule to the T and keep up with how it changes every half an hour, if they don't have that kind of diligence for their own health and well-being, why should you trust them with yours? Okay, they need to check the CDC website at least 17 times a day to make sure no guidelines have changed. All right, and then whatever they suggest, I suggest doubling or tripling. Okay, so if they want you to have 3 boosters, I think 9 would be good. If they want you to have 1 mask on, I think 6 would be better. If they want 6 feet, I think 24 feet of separation should be the bare minimum. Okay, these are minimum standards that they're setting. They are not telling you like this is the maximum. These are minimum, bare minimum. And I'm the type, I enjoy going above and beyond when I do something. So if I'm going to do something, I'm not just going to stick to the minimum standards. Okay, I want to go bigger, better, badder, right? So let's go, guys.
There ain't nothing you can tell me. This is fatal. I ain't buying into the junk that Trump sold you. Trump fucking narrative. I'm not gonna help you with your fatal.
I ain't gonna. What the hell? How did he say this? Hold on. We gotta go back. This is a nice little rhyme scheme here.
They can go next door. They're not welcome at my table. I don't care if you've already had it. There ain't nothing you can tell me. This is fatal. I ain't buying.
They're not welcome at my table. I don't care if they've had it. You know, something. This is fatal. All right, so he did table and fatal. And then you think he's done with that, right? You think he's probably done because then he moves on to junk and Trump and fable. Oh, wait. Junk, Trump, chump. So he went table, fable, fatal, table, fatal, junk, Trump, chump. And then he's going to end it with fable to connect it back to table and bring it 360. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant.
Go next door. They're not welcome at my table. I don't care if you've already had it. There ain't nothing you can tell me. This is fatal. I ain't buying into the junk that Trump sold you. Trump's fucking narrative. I'm not gonna help you with your fatal.
That's sweet.
Trying to keep my health stable. They don't even have their booster shots. They're my family and I love them to death, but they're gonna kill me if I let them in. Should I do it or not?
Nope, absolutely not, Samson. Absolutely not. They are vectors. They are disease-ridden coof vectors. All right. Unless, like I've said, they've had their 9th booster and their 6 masks and they stay 50 yards apart from you. You're not safe, man. Not safe at all. Absolutely. I 100% agree and understand your concerns there, Samson.
have their booster shots. They're my family and I love them to death, but they're gonna kill me if I let them in. Should I do it or not? And my friend keeps trying to convince me that he's fine because he's been vaccinated, but it isn't the same. He only got 2 shots. That was 6 months ago. You gotta get 3 now. The definition has changed.
And that's what I was just talking about. I forgot he said that. I actually forgot about this part. You know, hey, he's only had 2 boosters. Now it's 3. He didn't check the CDC website 17 times a day. He's only been doing it 2 or 3 times, obviously. He's not diligent enough. All right, not to be graced with your presence, Samson. So he doesn't even know that he needs a 3rd. And like I said, who sticks with the bare minimum of anything? All right, above and beyond is how you have to do things. So I mean, he should be on 4 or 5 by now, minimum. Let's go.
It isn't the same. He only got 2 shots. That was 6 months ago. You gotta get 3 now. The definition has changed. Stop bitching because he might need 4. Maybe every quarter of the year there might be more. Why would you ask questions at a time like this? I mean, I could loot a Nike store.
Perfect. You know, and why should you be asking questions at a time like this? It's a pandemic. All right, we don't question anything in pandemics. We just conform. Okay, because that's what our daddy government has asked us to do. So, you know, if you care about Nana, you need to conform. We don't care about her getting her last Easter in before she kicks the bucket. Okay, she doesn't need to see her family in the last year of her life or so. You know, she, like I said, she's been seeing people for 80 years. Okay, she's been going to Easter for 80 years. How many Easters does this greedy bitch really need? Honestly. All right, let's go.
He's talking about natural immunity, vitamin C and capsules of glutamine, water and exercise, going to the gym and eating.
Before I let him do this, I'm going to play you the clip from my original reaction. You know how I say that I say something and then Samson comes right back and says what I say during my reactions, right? So he asks a question coming up. I answered it. And then he answers it. You'll see it in the original reaction. It's fucking gold. So here you go.
He probably loves Joe Rogan, and that's why his views are inapt. I mean, fucking immune systems? How stupid is that? When have we ever relied on those?
I don't know.
Exactly, I don't know. What, before 2020, don't be a... I mean, fucking immune systems? How stupid is that? When have we ever relied on those? Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Before 2020, don't be a dummy. You know that was such a long time ago.
Before 2020, that was such a long time ago. You know, like, oh, we used to rely on them in like 2019? That's outdated information, Samson. That is outdated, obsolete information at this point. Okay, this is 2022, not 2019. And the immune system has totally been flipped on its head, compromised, rewritten, however you want to put it, but it doesn't work the same way anymore. We changed it, okay? We went into the dictionary, we changed definitions, I'm sure.
I don't know. What? Before 2020, don't be a dummy. You know that was such a long time ago. This is more than the flu, misfortune and doom. This is apples and oranges, a fork and a spoon. Just
that's so hard right there. This is more than the flu, misfortune and doom. Hold on, let me see how he puts this.
Long time ago. This is more than the flu, misfortune and doom. This is apples and oranges, a fork and a spoon. This
is apples and oranges, a fork and a spoon. All right, I like how he puts that. You know, apples and oranges. You know, everybody knows that saying, right? But this is also a fork and a spoon. Similar objects with different purposes. All right, so like I like how he kind of puts that there. That's a unique way of saying that. I feel like maybe it's a common saying that I've just never heard before, but I've never heard anybody put apples and oranges to forks and spoons before. So that was I like it. I like it.
Time ago. This is more than the flu, misfortune and doom. This is apples and oranges, a fork and a spoon. Just 2 different things that you can't even compare. And if you want to go there, you're a moron if you do.
2 different things that you can't even compare. And if you do, you're or like whatever. You're a moron if you do, or whatever. And this. All right, let's get serious for a moment. This is a common tactic from people who are losing an argument, all right? Or who know that if they go down a certain road, they lose the argument. So they can't let you get there. So when you start weaseling your way down that road, they want to put a stop to it. And they do that by just discrediting you, like, oh, you're an idiot, you're a moron if you think that way. I don't even have to explain that. It's self-explanatory. And if you don't understand it, you're just too stupid and you're not even worth debating. Now that they've done that, they've totally cut off that avenue from you. You can't go down that road anymore. They won't allow it. And it's just a way for them to control the debate, to control the narrative, and to keep it going in the direction they want to go, to their, easily navigated talking points, because they don't want to go rogue. Okay, because the MSM hasn't told them what to say when confronted with this set of facts, only with these over here. So they want to steer everything to these over here and forget about all this stuff over there. Discredit it. Don't even allow you to go down that road. Like I said, common tactic. It's frustrating. So it is what it is. What are you going to do? There's ways to handle that if you're good at debating, which I'm decent at as long as I can keep my cool. As soon as I start getting angry, it just unravels for me, though. So, all right, let's keep going.
Different things that you can't even compare, and if you want to go there, you're a moron if you do. Idiot probably doesn't watch the news. He probably does his own research. He's a doctor too. He critically informs an opinion to the best of his advantage. I mean, I can't even talk to you.
Like, you're doing your own research. You're not even a doctor. You're not even watching the news. Like, these people just told us everything we needed to know. You didn't have to go and do your own research. All right. And you're not even smart enough to do your own research and to critically think about a situation. It's just, God. And that's the world we live in. That's the world we live in. Crazy, isn't it? People will take their spoon-fed narratives and dismiss anything that comes counter to those. It's crazy. It's craziness to me. But hey, who am I?
Have you not seen the SNL skits? Rest in hell. Piece of shit, don't even go there. I know you've heard the songs with Stephen Colbert. I know you've seen all of those vaccine musicals on the late night shows. How could you not? And if you don't...
Like, look, we're pumping you with all this propaganda. We're hitting in the late night TV shows. We have the comedians doing it. We're pushing all these songs and getting it in your head. We're marketing this to you, and you guys haven't bit yet what's going on. Why not? Doesn't make any sense, does it? I can't figure it out. I mean, they've dumped so much money, so much time, so much effort into browbeating me about getting this thing. That I don't even understand why I haven't gotten it yet. I can't figure it out myself, but for some reason, I don't know.
Stephen Colbert, I know you've seen all of those vaccine musicals on the late night shows. How could you not? And if you don't believe those, I don't think that's what Fauci would want.
I don't think that's what Fauci would want. I mean, obviously, he's pushing this stuff on you for a reason. He wants you to be safe, okay? That's all Fauci wants. It's all the Faucisms is all about, is just keeping everybody safe and sound and healthy and away from their families so that we can still maintain our health and safety alone. Okay, so yeah, that's all he wants. That's all he wants for us. From here on out, this should all be new to me. I believe this is about where I stopped the original reaction because I did not remember that line. So I'm assuming this is it. So the rest of this is going to be new to me. I am going to do this from this point on like a regular reaction. I hope my camera stays on. Let's do it and find out, though. So let's go.
Nah, fuck the AIDS pandemic. That was way back in the 80s, man, forget it.
Yep.
I don't care that you got everything wrong back then, too. This is like way damn different.
Don't worry about the AIDS pandemic. No. I know you got everything wrong then too, but this is different. This is different. You've had a lot more experience. You had 50 years since then, man. And all the research you did in those bathhouses, you might have got steered in the wrong direction, or maybe it was just the bathhouse AIDS that worked that way, and the regular AIDS that were out in the population just didn't. I don't know, man. But I'm going to give Fauci a pass as well. Because he, who has never sinned, cast the first stone or whatever, right? So he made some mistakes back then, mostly due from aphrodisiacs that were given to him at bathhouses. All right, let's go. Let's go.
Willing to give you a second chance and a third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Man, I don't like to get into the technical shit. Just tell me how many more injections to get.
Yup. You know, and like, oh, should I take this part serious or should I be sarcastic? Let's just be serious. How people can see, if you followed the timeline, if you've been paying attention, and you know a lot of people have, they've been hanging on every word this man says. After he flip-flopped about the 12th time, why didn't you start questioning what... Does this guy actually know what the hell's going on, what he's talking about, or anything? I'm sorry, if you're wrong once, okay, twice, 3 times, you're getting into some iffy territory. 4, 5, 6, though, at some point, especially when you take all of the things he's been wrong about during this pandemic, and then look at the AIDS situation in the 80s and how wrong he was then, it's like the guy's batting like 0, maybe 100, okay? Maybe he slapped a single 10 times out of 100 at-bats, okay? So it's like, and this is the guy we're entrusting our nation's health to. Not even just like our personal health, like that's my doctor. That's our nation's head virologist, for Christ's sake. I mean, but hey, and that's medicine though. That's medicine. And that's why shutting down doctors and scientists who have information counter to what other doctors and scientists had purported is necessary, because medicine is trial and freaking error. A lot of it. All right. To figure shit out, it's trial and error. And a lot of times you don't know exactly, and you just start throwing the kitchen sink at shit. Okay. I've worked in hospitals. I'm an x-ray tech. I see it all the time. It's not as precise. It's not as a precision profession as you guys would like to believe out there. So just keep that in mind.
That's just Republicans saying some dumb shit. I don't count that. Fuck it. It's not about how many mistakes you make. It's when you make a mistake and how you bounce back from it. And you're real fucking good at that. There's so...
It's how you can make a mistake and bounce back from it. Like he's playing football. You know, he jumped off sides. All right. He tried to jump the snap count just to get an extra step on the quarterback. Jumped off sides, man. It's just a simple mistake. It was an aggressive mistake, though, and we love aggressive mistakes. All right. Especially in football. If you're going to make a mistake, make it aggressive. So there you go, Fauci. We love you, man.
Mistakes you make, it's when you make a mistake and how you bounce back from it. And you're real fucking good at that.
Yep.
There's so many things that have come to light. You could probably do something horrible like kill a dog and nobody would even... Oh, right. I don't mind if you...
What? Wait a minute. Whoa. Have I missed something? Hold on.
Horrible like kill a dog and nobody would even... Oh, right. I don't mind if you butchered beagles. You can murder my grandma. I wouldn't look...
That's what he was doing experiments, wasn't he? Was the puppies with the beagles for the gain of function, or was that for something previous to that? I do remember that now. Yes. Okay, so he was doing some sort of experiment with dogs. I forget for what purpose, and I can't remember if it's for this pandemic, for AIDS, or something from then to now. But yes, killed a bunch of puppies. Yep. Oh, Fauci the puppy killer. Oh, gotta love that man, Mr. Fauci. Killing puppies.
Nobody would even... Oh, right. I don't mind if you butchered beagles. You can murder my grandma. I wouldn't look at it as evil. As long as one of them doesn't do it with their careless actions. Maskless, ruthless people. You know, Fauci can come in and beat my grandma to death. But as long as she didn't catch the coof from a damn dirty Republican. You know, because that would be way worse. That would be way worse. Is evil as long as one of them doesn't do it with their careless actions. Maskless, ruthless people. It's like folks don't believe in you anymore. All the faith and the trust is gone. I don't care that you put hounds 6 feet deep in the ground. I always root for the underdog.
Oh, this is gold. Oh my God. What did I do? What happened? Oh my God. Hold on. What's going on? Okay. I don't care if you're putting pounds in. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
All the faith and the trust is gone. I don't care that you put hounds 6 feet deep in the ground. I always root for the underdog.
God, I don't care if you put hounds 6 feet deep in the ground. I'm always rooting for the underdog. Oh my God, man. That's disgusting. That's sick. You know, and somebody hold on.
All right, I'm done fucking around.
Ooh, we gotta switch up. Okay, hold on. Before we get into this, I just want to take a moment. All right, somebody had commented on my last Samson reaction, that, you know, well, he liked the reaction, he agreed with what I was saying, whatever. He felt like, he or she felt like I didn't spend enough time appreciating Samson. And I agreed with that comment. Like, you're right. I got on a tangent and I did not give Samson his flowers, essentially. I just want to take a moment here, okay? That whole rhyme scheme, all right, the whole thing is fantastic. The I mentioned the table, fable, fatal, you know, jump, trunk, chump, you know, all that stuff. You know, some of these words that he's hitting, the multi-syllable rhyme schemes, it's fucking amazing. And his flow in this is nice. And it always is. It always is. And he has the inflections in his voice where he comes up and down. Kind of reminds me of a Weird Al Yankovic. That's not a knock. Because he's not like slapstick. He's not a meme. He's not a spoof rapper. He's legitimate. But he could take his voice in and out like Weird Al does. You know, get that real low rasp and then come back up. It's like the skill he has to kind of weave his story, not only through his lyrics, but through the inflections of his voice, through his mannerisms. The man tells a story in every song, and it's amazing. And this story has been funny. It's been sad. It's been philosophical. The guy is out of this world, and he deserves way more credit, way more views. He is extremely, extremely underrated. So now that we have the flowers and we gave them to Samson, let's continue with the rest of this. Looks like we're going to get a nice little flow switch or something for the last minute here. So let's go.
Hound 6 feet deep in the ground, I always root for the underdog. Alright, I'm done fucking around. Insanity is doing the same thing again and again and then expecting a different result. That's not the exact definition of the word, it was Einstein's, but it makes sense, so it holds.
Yep.
If I
Yep, hey man, that might not be the official definition. It's more of a colloquial saying anymore. Hey, that was Einstein's definition though, so if that definition was good enough for Einstein, well, goddamn it, it's good enough for me too. Let's go, Samson.
That's not the exact definition of the word, it was Einstein's, but it makes sense, so it holds. Look, if I was your fitness coach and I was giving you routines to get to your goals, but you kept getting fatter and you weren't getting thinner, would you keep paying for me to assist you? No.
Yep.
Yet, what if
You know, services are results-based. If you're not getting the results you want from a service, are you going to continue to pay for that? More than likely, no. More than likely, no. If you're smart, you know.
Kept getting fatter and you weren't getting thinner, would you keep paying for me to assist you? No. Or better yet, what if I was your physician and you came to me with a sickness and I'm supposed to fix it and I gave you a bunch of prescriptions and they didn't work over the course of 2 years? Would you find someone different?
Oh my God, what a salient point there, Sam. If I'm giving you different prescriptions, different therapies, different suggestions on things to do and actions to take to help with this illness that you've had for 2 years and none of it has worked and you're still at square one, would you keep coming to me or would you eventually go get a second opinion from somebody? Your second opinions used to be a big thing in the medical field. You know, always, hey, before you get any surgery, you might want to get a second opinion. Or a doctor would be like, hey, I believe this is the best treatment for your cancer. I understand if you would like, and I encourage you to go get a second opinion. Nowadays, all the science is the same. There's no disagreement anywhere in science anymore. We have it all figured out. So if you go and get a second opinion, he's just going to be like, well, what did your first doctor say? And they're going to be like, well, my first doctor said X, Y, and Z. And he's going to be like, well, X, Y, and Z then, for sure, because it's the science. So, oh my God, this world, man, clown world, I tell you.
good chance you would. And if you wouldn't, guess what? It's your choice. And that's the good thing about living in America, at least until now. You had a voice. This has been a pain in the ass for everybody. It's really been a bitch from the start. But how many times you gotta get fucked before you realize they don't have your best interests at heart?
I don't know, man. That's a hell of a question, Sam. A hell of a question, man. I have no idea. You know. Bohica, everybody. Bend over. Here it comes again. Yeah. How many times are you going to let them hit your raw dog with no lube, tear your ass apart before you stop letting them get behind you? I don't know. That's a hell of a question, Sam. This is a hell of a song. And thank you for your words of wisdom. This was the hardest reaction I have ever had to get through. My camera, even during this section of the reaction, has been crashing the entire time. I had to record this in like minute-long chunks. I have to edit like 30 clips together. I hope you guys appreciate it. And I hope this turns out okay. I don't know. I have, like I said, I have 30 individual clips plus 8 minutes of the original reaction that I'm going to work with to edit this all together. Hopefully it comes out well. Hopefully you enjoyed it. But that'll do it. Middle-Aged White Guy Reacts is out. Peace.